Children, today we are going to talk about the third kingdom, kingdom fungi. What you will observe if you keep an apple and a bread left in open air for some days? Yes, you will observe that the apple rots and a white cottony mass start depositing over the bread. Most of the food items they start rotting when left in moist air for some days, and this happens due to fungi. So let us discuss the characteristics of kingdom fungi. Characteristic of kingdom fungi: non-green, multicellular eukaryotes. Fungi are non-green due to absence of chlorophyll and they do not prepare their own food. They are multicellular and are made up of many cells. Eukaryotes, so they have well-defined nucleus and membrane-bound cell organelles. Yeast is the only unicellular fungus. Mode of nutrition is heterotrophic. Most of the fungi are saprophytes and they depend on dead and decaying matter for their food. Few are parasites and they grow on other plants and animals and take food and water from them. And some are symbionts like lichen. Lichen is a very good example of symbiotic relationship between fungus and blue-green algae. Symbionts they live in partnership. Cell wall is made up of chitin. Cell wall of cellulose is absent. They reproduce by spore formation. Common examples are mucor, rhizopus, mushroom, penicillium, and yeast. Let's discuss some common example of fungi. Mucor, rhizopus. Mucor and rhizopus both are common bread molds. They grow on dead organic matter, rotten fruits, leather goods, bread, and other edibles. Yeast. Yeast contains vitamin E and is used in bakeries for making bread and cakes, and it is also used in making alcohol and wines. Penicillium. Penicillium is a mold which produces a very important antibiotic known as penicillin, which is a wonderful drug and stops the growth of bacteria. Mushroom. Mushroom is rich in proteins and vitamin and serve as an important food. Let's discuss the structure of fungus. Fungus found on bread is bread mold or rhizopus. As you can see in the diagram, body of fungi is made up of long thread-like structure called hyphae, and these hyphae get branched and form network which is known as mycelium. So the cottony mass that you see over the bread is mycelium, and we can say that mycelium is made up of many branched hyphae. Some of the hyphae they run parallel to the surface and are known as stolon. From stolon, a bunch of hyphae grows downward which is known as rhizoid, and some of the hyphae unbranched they move upward erect and have sporangium at the tip. These sporangium has spores which remain in air, and when they fall on the suitable surface they grow into a new mycelium. So mycelium is the cottony mass which is made up of thread-like branched hyphae. Stolons are the hyphae which run parallel to the surface. Rhizoids are root-like hyphae. Sporangiophores are unbranched hyphae that bear sporangia which produce spores. Spores remain in air and grow in new mycelia on suitable surface. So in the diagram, the hyphae that you see unbranched move upright are sporangiophores, and at the tip they contain sporangium which contains spores. These spores when fall on suitable surface grow into a new mycelium. discuss the advantages and disadvantages of fungi. Fungi are used in food, medicine, and agriculture industry. In agriculture, they are used to decompose the organic matter. As you all know, most of the fungi are saprophytes and they decompose the dead bodies of animals and plants and increase the fertility of soil. Some of the fungi are edible, like mushroom, which is rich source of protein and vitamin. Yeast are used for making bread and preparing alcohol and wine. Some molds are used to flavor the cheese. Some of the molds are used to produce antibiotics. More than 25 types of antibiotics are produced from molds. Penicillin is the most important and wonderful drug which is produced using the mold, and it is used to treat various diseases like pneumonia, tetanus, diphtheria. Each cell is also rich in vitamin B, and some of the fungi they are used as protein foods like corn, mushroom, etc. There are various disadvantages of fungi. They spoil the food and fruits. As you all know, the mucor they spoil our fruits, vegetable, meat, dairy products, etc. Some of the fungi can grow on leather, shoes, bag, purses, belts and destroy them. They also damage the wood, paint and fabric. Fungi also cause many human and plant diseases. In humans, they cause various skin diseases like ringworm, athlete foot, and in plant, they may cause the diseases like late blight of potatoes and smut in maize, rust in wheat, and many other diseases which can destroy the yield of our crop. Some of the fungi are poisonous, and when they are eaten, they may cause death, like Amanita. So, this was all about the fungi. In our next class, we will discuss the next kingdom, Plantae. Till then, stay at home and stay safe, children.